Yo, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to be going over the arrow left tutorial. So today, I did a short earlier doing like a basic kind of tutorial. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it, what it is, and what are some ways you can help build off of this tutorial and how to get better at it. Before we do that, I'm going to be showing you guys, or not showing you guys, I'm going to be explaining to you guys what arrow left or arrow right even does. Today is an arrow left tutorial, but what does directional arrow even do for you? Directional arrow basically helps with the micro adjustments in the air. This can allow you to, one, if you jump off the ground at an awkward angle, you can adjust your car in the air to turn. That way you can get a better hit on the ball, or if you want to hit the ball in a specific way to a teammate or something like that. It also does make other things like air dribbles unpredictable because of how the arrow left is. Like, it just makes it so much more unpredictable than a normal, if you were to just do no arrow, no nothing, basic air dribble. So we're gonna hop into training and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Okay, so here we are in training, and so the first thing you guys are going to need to know how to do is you're going to want to make sure you bind an arrow button, right? So for me, if I go to my settings, I do have arrow left as square. You guys can bind it to whatever you guys think is comfortable for you guys. So the first thing you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to start to just aerial. Hover like this. And as you're doing this, you just want to get comfortable with doing these little adjustments, okay? So the first thing you got to know is when you are using arrow left, your joystick always is going to stay on the right side of the joystick, right? So it's only going to stay from up here all the way to down here, right? If you guys are taking a look at my controller overlay. So by, doing this, right, this allows you to, obviously it makes it a lot more simple, and, it's a lot easier to do a lot of the adjustments than if you were to do all the way around. So when you are doing this, down into the right, so if you move your joystick to turn left, you're going to move your joystick down and into the right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold arrow for one whole rotation, and I'm going to put my joystick down into the right. So watch what happens. You see my car went left of the original position. So that's how to turn left. So down into the right equals left, and up into the right, if I do one full rotation, turns right, right? Now make sure that the hood of the car is facing you. If the bottom of the car is facing you, it actually turns the opposite. So up into the right actually turns left, and down into the right turns right. So keep in mind while you're doing full rotations in the air that you're gonna have to turn your joystick in different ways in order to actually do this, right? So that's pretty much like how you want to do it. Remember, it's really important that you first do one rotation. So you want to practice one rotation going to the left, one rotation going to the right. Once you feel comfortable with doing this, you can then do two rotations, right? So you do two rotations, and then you go back to neutral. Two rotations, and you go back to neutral. You want to make sure that your hood of your car is always facing you. That's the most important thing when you are learning this, right? So when you're doing this, I recommend practicing this in free play. Maybe every day hop into free play, practice this for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, and your progress will skyrocket. It took me a little bit to get used to arrow right or arrow left, but once you get used to it, it is like something like you just cannot stop doing, especially like, getting used to hitting it in the air like that. So now that you know like how to do arrow left, I'm going to be showing you guys some different ways to practice and help fundamentally build on what I just taught you guys. So the first thing you guys can do is head over to Bacchus Mod. So we're going to head back to the main menu, and from here we're going to head to Bacchus Mod. So you're going to head to Bacchus Mod, and you're going to go to plugins, and you're going to go to your workshop loader map. I'm using Epic Games, so it's in Bacchus Mod. For some people, you can, if you're in Steam, you can go to, I think there's a separate spot. I don't know. But here, you're going to open up your workshop maps. You're going to refresh. And I like to use a couple of workshop maps for this. One of them being, hold on, let me. One of them being this one. I like to start off with the Speed Rings 2 by DMC. So when you are searching this up, you can literally just go to the search, and I like to search up rings and click search, and it gives you a bunch of options. You want to scroll down until you find this one, Speed Jump Rings 2 by DMC. I already have it downloaded, so I'm just gonna load it up on here. And once you do get into this, you will be greeted like this, and it looks something like this. And this is where you can practice getting good at your whole stuff. So once you get good at doing those whole rotations, you know, getting used to, one thing I did forget to mention is once you're used to doing it like 3 or 4 rotations at a time, just do it where you're continuously holding air roll and then doing the adjustments, right? That's once you get used to it, right? And make sure when you are doing each singular adjustment that the hood of your car is facing you at all times. So like, adjustment, waiting for my hood, adjustment. So you want to make sure you are doing that, right? So we're going to go up to this first ring right here. We're going to just do a basic aerial, and here you want to practice each ring going the opposite way. So go to the right, go to the right, go to the left, go to the right, right, go to the left, and do one rotation at a time for rings, and then just again build on it. So then do like 2 full rotations, right? So 2 full rotations, and then 2 full rotations, and get used to doing this ever so often, and this will help fundamentally build this. But once you know how to turn right or left, then it honestly just becomes so much easier to do this, right? So again, do this, right, like that, boom, like that. And once you feel more comfortable, if you think you're ready, hold down air roll and try doing it, right? So then wait for the hood and turn. So it's really important that you wait for the hood of the car to face you and then do the adjustment. You can do it while it's like this, but then you are going to have to do it inverted. So remember, when it's inverted, up into the right turns to the left, and then down into the right turns right. So make sure you guys are remembering that if, you know, you are going to make the adjustments while the bottom of the car is going to be facing you, which will happen eventually. Once you get really good, you're going to have to figure that out. It's kind of something that just happens to you naturally. Like for me, I can just naturally know how to maneuver my car, right? So yeah, that's pretty much like one thing I like to do. So definitely go ahead and practice into some of these maps. Okay, so for a lot of you console players out there, you guys might be thinking, well, how am I supposed to do this? Like, how do I possibly learn this? Because I don't have workshop maps. If that's you, that's no problem at all. You can still learn it. Actually, I learned directional air roll first when I was on a PlayStation, and I only built it once I switched to PC. So first thing you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to do all these rotations. I like to fly around the map goal to goal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to this goal right here, and you're going to fly around from goal to goal, right? So you're just going to do each adjustment once at a time. Boom, 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 boom. Like that, you're going to go onto the goal, and then you're going to restart, right? Once you get comfortable, do 2 rotations, right? Boom. And then once you start getting used to that whole thing, try holding down air roll the entire time and doing each of these adjustments, right? Right? It's really important that you get used to holding down air roll at all times and then learning the adjustment. It just makes it so much easier, honestly. Right? And you're noticing how when I pull down into the right, sometimes it does turn right. That's because if once the bottom of the car is facing and then I start doing the adjustment, it'll do that, right? So you want to make sure the hood is facing you when you're doing the actual adjustment. If you're ever in a situation where the bottom is facing you at first, you're going to want to do it the opposite way, right? So you're gonna do this. I recommend you practice this 10 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day. It doesn't even have to be for that long. If you have more time, if you can play like, you know, Rocket League for a like good amount of time, like maybe like 2 hours a day, maybe even 3, if you guys really want to. Definitely, like, if you're gonna play for 3 hours, just practice this for 30 minutes, or just keep doing reps and reps. But that's the only way you're gonna get better. Only way you're gonna get good at arrow left is if you keep practicing. And again, even for you arrow right people, there are other tutorials out there, but I mean, I only use arrow left, so you know, maybe I'll do an arrow right tutorial. I'm not very good at arrow right, as you guys can clearly see. I'm not that bad, but still, I'm much better at arrow left. So that's pretty much going to be it for, you know, the tutorial. If you guys did, you know, enjoy this video and want to see more tutorials, I will definitely be coming out with more of them in the future. By the time this video may come out, it may come out around Monday. I don't know when Monday, but sometime around Monday it should be done, because I've obviously editing and all that stuff. So if you guys do want to see more videos, make sure to hit that subscribe and make sure to like the video to help me know how many people found it helpful. If you guys do have any extra questions in the comments, please tell me, and I can try my very best to answer them. If I don't know the answer to that question, I'll try my best to answer it to the best of my ability. Hope you all having a fantastic day or night, and I'll see you all in the next video.